Hello. This is my artifact that I chose to use, and it is a moped helmet I got during my trip in Vietnam last year, 2024, for Lunar New Year. And this isn't just a piece of safety equipment, it's a symbol of everyday life and everyday transport in Vietnam. And today, my topic will be on why mopeds dominate over cars in terms of transportation in Vietnam. For my first point will be that Vietnam has really narrow streets. This is due to the high density and the just sheer amount of people living there. This allows for the houses to be really cramped and built really narrow, causing the alleyways to be really thin. When I went to Vietnam, I noticed that the alleyways were at most around 15 feet wide. Sure, this may allow for some cars, but this is just the minority, not the majority. Majority of these alleyways were about 6 feet, which is crazy to think about, which only allows for bicyclists and for pedestrians to walk through. For my second point is the cost of a car. Cars in Vietnam are actually the same price as America, and if you were to compare that to the conversion rate for money, this makes it dramatically high for Vietnamese residents to afford cars, making it nearly impossible. Due to these high import fees and high prices for cars actually consume more fuel, which makes it really ineffective for Vietnamese people to maintain. On the other hand, mopeds require less gas, less fuel, and they also need less repairs, and these repairs cost less money than cars, which is another pro to Vietnamese people, causing them to choose mopeds over cars. My third point is that there is limited public transport in Vietnam. So if people aren't buying cars, what are they using to transport themselves? Mopeds. Because mopeds are more personal and more versatile in terms of getting to point A to point B. Public transportation is often avoided and actually obsolete in some places. In Ho Chi Minh City, the first ever metro was actually built. Although this is the first metro, public transportation is actually really inaccessible in places like the countryside too, due to the low economic input in these areas. This leads to mopeds being the preferred choice of transportation, leading to Vietnam to adopt this as their national form of transportation. In conclusion, this helmet represents more than just safety. It stands for mobility, independence, and daily survival in Vietnam. Mopeds aren't just popular, but they're essential. Thank you for listening.